The screams were not the worst, nor was it the sense of those falling around Lebu, not the obscene feeling when a man is torn to pieces and a small piece of nature torn with him. It was not even the warmth that splashed across him, which he knew was the blood of his brother, Maitera.
What will Sankao say when he does not return? Will his wife cry for him? Will she weep? Will my wife weep for me?
No, the worst was not the blood, not the screams or the death. It was the laughter. It began an instant before the hunt became a slaughter, a cackling, hungry bark of a laugh. The laugh became 2, then 5, then 10, then 20.
Great Engai Narok, how we misjudged.
But it would not have been different had they known the number of their foe. The lions demanded justice, and nature required that evil be punished. Those who survived the first attack ran. Lebu did not know if any survived. He only knew that suddenly he was alone. The foe had followed those who ran. Foolish of the other men to flee that way. Here, in this place, in this land where life was measured in years, yes, but also in seconds, it was death to run. Running was what the food did. So the men ran, the foe followed, and Lebu was suddenly alone. And, alone, he tracked in the night. Something had gripped him, a madness perhaps, or perhaps simply a sense of what must be destroyed were the universe to return to its senses. He continued forward. He was no longer looking for what he had originally sought. Not justice, not even punishment. Vengeance. He would do what had been done to others. He would kill their children. The trail was hard to follow. It was night, and nothing was quite so dark or so lonely as night in this place. But Lebu was of this place, and the darkness and loneliness were old friends who did not stop him, but seemed rather to beckon to him, to urge him ever forward. He followed the trail of the many, to a place that as a child the elders had always counseled him to stay away from. And now he understood why, understood what hid there. Water sounded, murmuring around him as he went deeper into this place, this gash in the world. A sound that meant life, that meant growth. But here, it was the signal of doom. For of course they would shelter here. He continued, the walls of this place closing around him. The stone on all sides stood silent and dark, blocking what little, pitiful light there had been above. He continued, the blood pounding in his ears, thrumming through him, shouting, "Run, run, run!" He continued, and finally found them. They were up late, the children, rolling around, wrestling and playing as children will. They were small, and it would be so easy. He crept forward. He had lost his spear somewhere in the fight, killing the beast that killed his brother, but he still had his long knife. That would be enough. He snuck closer, 3 paces away from the nearest of the young. And again, Engai Nanyoki showed his displeasure. The red god winked, and a sudden wash of moonlight flowed into this place and fell upon Lebu. The light fell on him, and once more those starlight eyes glowed. The eyes of the young, who saw him for the first time, and who turned to face him with teeth bared and murder in their eyes. Even now, so young, they would kill, as indeed many already had, murdering and sometimes eating younger brothers or sisters as they competed for their mother's affections. It was one of those loving mothers he now saw. She was young herself, but already strong and large, as all the mothers were. She had been resting in the mouth of a cave in the walls, watching her children as they played with the others. Now she stepped forward. Now she saw Lebu, as he saw her.
"Help me, Engai Narok. Be my hands, and guide my blade."
He heard the lions roar as clear as if they had been here with him in this dark place, and knew that the good black god had spoken, had said, "Go, fight, win. You will triumph, and balance will return." Lebu leaped forward, even as this young mother did. They clashed blade and muscle, hand and claw. When they withdrew from that first clash, he saw he had blooded her. Her left